Hello students, now we are going to discuss the revision class for chapter 3, so that is digital instrument, and the name of the course is electronic measurement. This subject is there for the 4th semester, electronic instrumentation and control engineering. So the maximum hours allocated for this chapter is 5 hours. The maximum marks you are going to get from this chapter is 15 marks in the semester end exam. So myself Vijay Hugi, lecturer in Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, SJP Interest Polytechnic, Nirsoshi. As I told, we are going to discuss the answers for the question bank. So the questions they are given at the end of each chapter. So I try to solve those questions with the answer here. So let us start with the first concept. Uh, Even I have mentioned the name of the question with marks, for how many marks the question will be asked and how many times the question is repeated in the semester end exam. So that star indicates the number of times the question is repeated in the semester end exam. So let us discuss describe the construction and working of digital multimeter. So as you can see, the digital multimeter is an instrument which is used to measure two or more electrical values like voltage, current, and resistance. It is also a standard diagnostic tool for technicians even in the industries. So various blocks of digital multimeters are attenuator, compensated attenuator, then current to voltage converter, then constant current source, and there is a rectifier, then ADC, that is analog to digital converter, then counter, and finally the display for displaying the data. So this question is asked 5 times in the semester end exam, which is very important from the exam point of view. So let us discuss the working of digital multimeter. So as I told, it is an instrument used to measure two or more electrical values like voltage, current, resistance, etc. The first block is attenuator. So attenuator is used in AC measurement, which reduces the strength of signal. Second block is rectifier. So we know the function of the rectifier block is it converts AC voltage into DC voltage. And third one is current to voltage converter. So it is used for the measurement of current. So the unknown current is passed through precision resistor. The voltage drop across it is measured and displayed. Then next block is constant current source. So it passes a constant current through a resistor. The voltage drop across it is measured and displayed in ohms. Then fifth one is analog to digital converter or ADC. So digital multimeter is used to measure analog quantity. So this analog signal need to be converted into digital quantity. So ADC is used. Then sixth one is display unit. In order to display the readings, so we use either LED or LCD display. They are used to display the measured quantity. So next question is outline the construction and working of digital voltmeter. Again, from the exam point of view, this is very important because this is asked 5 times in the exam. So it may be asked for 5 marks or even for 10 marks. So the different blocks of digital voltmeters are comparator, digital to analog converter, then successive approximation resistor, it is also called SAR, then decision logic, data output, and the input to be measured is giving to the one input of the comparator. So digital voltmeter is an instrument used to measure voltage between 2 points in electrical or electronic circuit. So as we have seen in the figure shows the digital multimeter which uses digital to analog converter. then successive approximation register, decision logic, input comparator, and data output. So first we are going to discuss one by one what is the function of each and every block. So first block is input comparator. So as you can see, the inputs to the comparator is one from the input voltage, that is to be measured, and one from the digital to analog converter, that is estimate value. So let us see what the input comparator will do. So the input comparator will compare the input voltage with estimate value of D to A converter. So if the input voltage is greater than estimate value, then comparator output goes low, and if the input voltage is less than estimate value, then the comparator output goes high. Then decision logic. So if the comparator output is low, then decision logic clock the next state, and the successive approximation register output is next guess, that is next estimate. If the comparator output is high, then decision logic will clear the last state, and SAR output is next guess. So in this way what will happen, the SAR will generate different binary patterns, so depending on the output of comparator. So next is SAR, that is successive approximation register. So it generates binary pattern with indicated weight. Then SAR is used to control DAC and estimates. So next block is digital to analog converter. So it converts SAR output into analog and is provided to comparator, which compares input voltage until it becomes equal to 0. So when input voltage becomes equal to the estimate value, so then SAR output will be sent to the data output. So finally data output. So if input voltage equals estimate value of DAC, then the signal is sent to output for display. So there are certain advantages of digital voltmeter, that is it is what less expensive and it is more effective. So now we will discuss the construction and working of LCR meter. This is asked once in the semester end exam. So it may be asked for 5 or 10 marks. So the various blocks of LCR meter are automatic gain control, then 1 kilohertz oscillator, then component under test, then control switch, there is phase locked loop PLL, then voltage controlled oscillator, then 4-phase generator, then phase sensitive selector, then LCR function switch. So it is used to measure resistance, capacitance and inductance, hence the name LCR meter. The reason why it is called LCR meter is L stand for inductance, C for capacitance and R for resistance. So since it is used to measure all the three values, so it is called LCR meter. So the desired function can be selected by three-way switch. So third point, in this meter the basic principle is used to measure the voltage across the component and current passing through the component under test. The fourth point is these processed voltages and currents are then given to the digital integrator, which is connected to display to provide the value of test component directly. So next we will discuss the diagram. With the diagram, explain the construction and working of digital frequency meter. This is very simple concept and it is asked 5 times in the last 8 exam. It may be asked for 5 or 10 marks and it is very important again from the exam point of view. So the various blocks of frequency meters are, so the unknown frequency, that is first block, and amplifier, then there is a schematic trigger, and fourth one is start stop gate, and fifth one is digital readout. So a frequency meter is an instrument so that displays the frequency of a periodic electrical signal. So first one is the unknown signal or frequency is fed to amplifier to amplify the signal. So that is given to the first block. So second point, the amplified unknown signal is fed to Schmitt trigger where the signal is converted into square wave. So the output of amplifier, so it is sine wave, it is given to the Schmitt trigger. So the Schmitt trigger is going to convert it into square wave. So the output of Schmitt trigger is train of pulses, one pulse for each cycle of signal. So now the trigger output is fed to start stop gate. So when this gate opens or when it is start, the input pulses pass through this gate and fed to electronic counter which counts input pulses. So when gate is closed, that is stop, the input pulses are ceased, that is stop, and it stops counting. And fourth point is the digital readout or the counter displays the number of pulses which passed through it in time interval between start and stop. So the frequency of unknown signal, so that is f is equal to n by t. So where n is number of count displayed on counter and t, small t, is equal to time interval between the start and stop of gate. So next question is list the applications of LCR meter. So this question may be asked for 5 marks. The first application is it is used for testing the components, LCR. Then second one is measuring the values of inductance, capacitance and resistance. Third one is obtaining the characteristics of inductance and capacitance. Fourth one is performing quality analysis of inductance and capacitance. Fifth one is finding the matched capacitors and coils and resistors for circuit design. So next question is list the applications of digital frequency meter. Again this question may be asked for 5 marks. So first application is it is used for testing radio equipment. Second, it is used for measuring vibration and strain. Third one, it is used for measuring temperature, pressure and other physical values. So next question is list the applications of digital voltmeter. So this question can be asked for 5 marks. The first application is digital voltmeter is used to know the actual voltage of different components. Second, digital voltmeter is widely used to check if there is power in the circuit such as main outlet. Third one, it is used to determine if the battery is charged or not. And fourth one is it is used to measure AC and DC voltages and also to measure the quantities like pressure, temperature, etc. Now we will discuss what are the advantages of digital instrument. So there are so lot of advantages of digital instrument compared to analog instrument. So let us quote one by one. So the first one is digital instruments are compact and lightweight. Second, ability to provide automatic measurement. Third one is they have better resolution as compared to analog instrument. Then fourth one, they are more accurate than analog instrument. The reason is because the output we are going to display in the form of a display, either LED or display. So they are what? They give more accurate result compared to analog instrument. Fifth one, they are reliable. And sixth, so parallax error is eliminated and human errors are reduced. And seventh one is more reading speed. So eighth one is minimum loading effect. So apart from this, there are certain disadvantages. I quote some of the disadvantages. So display is difficult to read when the battery goes low, or there will be a power fluctuations. During power fluctuation, it can record an error. Thank you.